All right, let's get right into it. By 2026, you're going to have two AI giants battling to be your go-to personal assistant, Google's Gemini and OpenAI's ChatGPT. But you know what? Forget all the tech jargon and the boring benchmarks. Today, we're putting them through a real-world gauntlet. Which one is actually better at helping you get through a crazy, busy day? Let's find out.
So picture this. You wake up, you've got a million things to do. You get to hire one of two world-class personal assistants to help you out. Who do you pick? Well, that's exactly the challenge we're setting up today. We're going to run both of these AIs through a day in the life and see which one actually makes your life easier.
So let's meet our contenders, shall we? In one corner, you've got ChatGPT. I like to call it the Genius Buddy. This thing has a killer memory and it's brilliant for those deep, strategic tasks. And in the other corner, we have Gemini, the real-time wizard. It plugs right into live data, search, images, you name it, to give you answers based on what's happening right this second. Two totally different styles. Let's see how they do.
First things first, our day kicks off with a challenge that, let's be honest, we can all relate to, the dreaded morning commute. But of course, we're not going to make it easy for our AI assistants.
So here's the mission. They have to plan a super tricky commute through Mumbai during monsoon season. That means the AI has to think about crazy rain delays and find available EV charging stations along the route. Yeah, this is a seriously complex problem.
So, ChatGPT tackles this like a master strategist. It sits down and builds you this super detailed step-by-step plan. But here's the really cool part. It actually remembers what you like. So the next time you ask, the plan is even better, even more tailored just for you. It learns.
Gemini's approach, it's completely different. It's an on-the-go problem solver. It doesn't just plan, it taps into live traffic, live weather reports, even real-time charger availability to give you the absolute fastest route you can take right now. It's all about that instant live info.
And for our first challenge, it's a tie. But here's the main takeaway. It's not about which one is better. It's about what you need. If you're doing long-term strategic planning, you want ChatGPT. But if you need to know the fastest route in this very moment, Gemini is your guy.
All right, commutes handled. Next up on our busy day, it's time to work on that side hustle. And let's face it, in today's world, if you're a creator, you need a website. So let's make our AIs build one for us.
The goal here is really clear. We need a complete, responsive recipe blog built from the ground up. It has to look professional, and this is the important part, it has to work perfectly, no bugs, from the moment it goes live.
And this is where their true colors really start to show. ChatGPT basically becomes a professional developer. It spits out clean, perfect code that's ready to go, and it'll even help you fix problems. Gemini is more of a quick starter. It's great for whipping up something simple using Google's tools, but for anything really custom, yeah, the code can get a little shaky.
And because of that, the verdict for this round is crystal clear. ChatGPT takes the win hands down. For anyone who's serious about building a proper, custom website, its professional-grade code is it's the gold standard right now.
Okay, the website is up and running. Now for the fun part. We need to make some awesome visuals for social media. And this is an area where AI has become an absolute game changer for literally every creator out there.
So, our task is super specific. We need a photorealistic image of a bustling Mumbai cafe at dusk. We're not just looking for a clip art graphic here. We want atmosphere, we want realism, we want something that makes people stop scrolling on Instagram. And wow, Gemini's image engine, Imagen 5, really shines here. It creates these stunningly realistic photos that you can tweak with simple text commands, like, okay, now add neon signs. It's amazing. ChatGPT's generator, DALL-E 5, is still fun, but it's much better for more surreal, artsy stuff. For realism, it's a bit slower and just not as precise.
So, for our creative showdown, the verdict is in. Gemini is the hands-down winner. Seriously, for any creator, marketer, or influencer out there who needs top-notch, realistic images fast, it's the undisputed champ.
So we've seen them go toe-to-toe on a few big daily tasks. But that's just a snapshot, right? How do they stack up across the board? Well, it is time for the moment of truth. Let's pull out the final scorecard and see who really wins this thing.
Okay, here it is, the final scorecard, broken down across 10 key skills. Just take a second to look at this, because a really clear pattern emerges. You see how Gemini just dominates in categories that need real-time info? Things like image generation, speed and search, shopping. It's a beast. But then look at ChatGPT. It absolutely owns tasks that require deep thinking and memory, like coding, learning, writing, and customization. It's such a fascinating split.
So when we crunch all the numbers from our scorecard, Gemini comes out on top with a final score of 5.5. And that score really reflects its power across a huge range of everyday, in-the-moment tasks. It's just an incredibly versatile tool.
Now, ChatGPT gets a very, very respectable 4.5. It might be the runner-up today, but let's be clear, it is an absolute powerhouse in its specialties. This isn't about one being bad. It's about them having completely different and equally awesome superpowers.
Okay, so Gemini wins on points, but the most important question is, which one is right for you? Because the answer isn't to just blindly pick the winner. It's about building your own perfect AI toolkit.
Let me break it down for you. If your work is super visual, if you're a creator and influencer, you deal with images and video all day, then Gemini is your go-to, no question. If you're a developer, a writer, or a student who needs that deep focus and powerful logic, ChatGPT is your genius partner. And for all those little daily wins, like finding a shopping deal or just getting a fast answer, Gemini's speed is just unbeatable.
So, what's the ultimate pick? Look, for the majority of everyday tasks, Gemini is probably the more versatile choice. But the real pro move? It's not to pick a side, it's to use both. Play to their strengths. When you combine them, you'll be pretty much unstoppable.
But that's enough from me. Now, I really want to hear from you. Which of these AIs is your daily driver? Are you on Team ChatGPT or are you on Team Gemini? Let me know down in the comments. I'm really curious to see what you all think.
Hey, if you found this breakdown helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps out. And make sure you're subscribed for more explainers on how to actually use all this AI stuff in your real life. Oh, and don't forget to check the description. There's a handy infographic there that sums up everything we talked about. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.